this after the fact. So welcome to Monday morning's training, January 10th. It's the 10th, right? Yeah, it was auto ship last night, or this morning, whatever you want to say. I'm going to be doing Canva training. It is something that people ask questions about all the time. And it's just like anything else that we talk about. The more you just dig in there and practice it, the better you become at it, because it's hard to learn what you don't know until you get in there and just start fiddling with it and realize, oh my gosh, I just don't get how to do that. And you start pressing buttons. You can't break anything in there, right? All you have to do is get creative and start pushing buttons. But do we have any questions first that we want to start off with? Okay, I can cover that. You don't have enough time for my troubles. Jojo, you're just my special case. And until Santa goes and buys you a laptop, we can't talk. Or you go to the iPhone store and swap out your phone. You got two choices. I'm giving you options. I mean, there are options here. Side by side. I know. That's why at the mastermind, that's why these masterminds, you guys, when we bring them up and we let you run for them, they're so important to come to if you can, because we cover a lot there. And you, like Sid and I, are going to be there for 4 days with people side by side, working on reels, working on TikToks, working on social media stuff, teaching people how to do stuff on their phones. Like, we're going to get a lot accomplished. So that's one thing I wanted to say this morning before we kick off some of these questions, and then I share my screen, is just a little schedule of events here. So obviously we changed up our trainings in the morning, or our stuff in the morning. So Sid and I are training on Mondays and Wednesdays. Fridays and Saturdays are IPA Zooms, as they've been for the last year. So next Monday, obviously I won't be on here. Haas has volunteered with a little urging to take my spot and do a little talk on, actually, I'm not sure what, but it'll probably be hostile leadership or motivation on a Monday morning. Okay. So I won't be here next Monday. The reason I decided to do Canva today was because I get so many questions about it. But after we get back from that mastermind, I'm telling you that the people who are going, we are going to lay out, come together, and have a little plan of action for the next 90 days after our return. We're going to roll all of our plans out to the rest of the team when we get back here. This is something that the people going in the mastermind do not know yet that they're going to be a part of. And one of those things is how I really feel strongly about how we operate the team and how we run the team. And having this, after taking a lot of training and listening to a lot of podcasts of other leaders of other teams and other companies, one thing that we've not had as a team is maybe like a guidepost or a guiding posts of how we operate to each other, with new promoters, as a community. And I think that it's important to have that vision. And so I've known this for a while, how I want to do this. I just haven't rolled it out yet because I really wanted to get together with the mastermind people first, get a base of people operating like this and understanding it, and then roll it out to the team. So I'm going to I hate doing this because, well, the people from the mastermind, this is one of your surprises, but there's plenty more where this came from. So it won't be everything, but everybody that's coming to the mastermind is getting this book called The 4 Agreements. And so if you are not coming to the mastermind and you do not have this book, I highly recommend that you go to Amazon. I think it's like a $13 book, I'm pretty certain. If you could go get it, I would greatly appreciate it. The 4 Agreements is how I would really like to structure how we communicate, gather, community-ish, run, lead. This team is based off of these 4 agreements. So I'm doing Canva today because I want to do something tactical. Next week, I will not be here then for 4 weeks. We're going to cover this every Monday morning. We're going to cover the 4 agreements for 4 weeks so that we can really dive in, dig in, and learn how to lead our teams and how we communicate with one another and to our downlines based on these principles. Okay. So I wanted to just give you that little heads up because I want people to have time to, if they don't have the book, go get the book. If you have the book, start reading the book, and that the mastermind people don't go get the book because you're going to get the book. Okay. Yes, a little bit of a book club, Lily. Okay. Really quick, funny story. And then I'll move over to Canva. I had gotten this book for Lily as a Christmas present, and I had been holding on to it because we had been missing each other, and Ken went to go pick something up from her porch and drop off her Christmas present. And she called me and she's like, well, voiced me and said, did I tell you that I was supposed to go and get that book as part of my homework assignment from my, I fill in the blank, Lily, I don't know, mentor, coach, teacher, somebody that you're taking classes from or something. And she really wanted me to read that book and make it as a part of like how I operate my Reiki practice and my nutritional coaching practice. And I was like, no, you did not tell me that. So it just got delivered to your porch. So that's good. Is that not divine intervention or what? I don't know. When you get told like in 3 different directions, you need to read the book, you should be reading the book. Okay, let me move over to Canva. I think we got everybody on now. One of the very first questions I'm not going to share my screen for because it's based on a phone situation. So Kristen asked, the only issue I have is downloading the version of a graphic from my cell versus computer. And then somebody else asked it too, me too. How do you download the version of graphics? Because I'm having a difficult time trying to figure it out. Okay, so I want you to go to your phone and I want you to pull up a graphic, any graphic that you've made or you're working on or whatever that you would want to download to your phone. So I'll give everybody just a second to get to the graphic and let me know that you're there. And sideline team, yes, Erin, you are always welcome on our Zooms, as your team is too. So,
okay, dumb question, Jess. Are we downloading the graphic from Hustle and Chat, or are we going into Canva and downloading it?
So what is your question? Let me ask you that. You're saying only issue I have is downloading the version of a graphic from my cell phone versus computer.
Correct. So when you guys do like a promotion or something, or you doing a graphic with someone's face on it, and we were to use that for, you know, for example, triple, whatever. I get the graphic, but then I don't know how to save as or download that graphic to utilize it on my Canva on my phone versus doing it on my computer. On my computer, there is a thing that says copy as or save as, but on my phone, it's different.
Okay. So you're already in Canva though, is my question. Like when you go to do this, no matter where the graphic has come from, you're in Canva when you're having the problem and you're on your phone.
I'll pull it from the graphic that you put on Hustle and Chat, and then I'll hit download. I'll click on it, and then it
opens up your Canva, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so you're in Canva. I just want to make sure the issue isn't getting into Canva. It's actually you're in Canva already.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So it should look something like, sorry, I know that it's really hard to show you. It should look something like this, right? You have the graphic up on your phone like this.
I'm pulling it up right now. Hang on.
Any graphic will do.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So up in the top right corner, there is a little half box with an arrow pointing up. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being dumb, but the graphic that I have is the one that I posted this morning, so it's not a link. Does that make sense?
No.
So I have the graphic up right here.
Are you in Canva?
No, I have it. I just have the graphic that is. Should I download the picture, then go to Canva? I guess that's where I'm confused.
Okay. Halt.
Sorry.
Are you trying to operate something in Canva, or are you just trying to save a photo that was in a chat and then print and then say, and I don't understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me say it again. So not the picture you just showed us right there. That's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for when we are doing like, when people are completing a goal or task, and you send these massive pictures that you can use to add people. And that's the one that I struggle with, because I don't want to copy the one that you created.
Anytime I give you a link, it's a template link.
Correct.
You cannot screw it up because it's a template. You can't screw mine up.
Okay, so I guess what I'm saying is that a template, I want to be able to do it from my phone. I have trouble not messing it up versus the computer. Because I did it one time on my phone and I got screwed up and you guys were like, you just signed over mine. So I'm nervous to do it now.
That was way before when we didn't have templates. That was way before.
Okay, got it.
So once they opened up the option to be able to just share a template, that went away. But that wasn't always an option. So it is now. So I guess I'm still trying to figure out, like, if I post a link to a template in the chat, you go and click on that link and it opens up in Canva, right?
Correct. Yes, it does.
Okay. So now you have a graphic up in Canva like this. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So your initial question is downloading that graphic. You don't know how to?
Correct. Like when I get to that point and I add my promoter's picture to it, and then I go to save it, I don't have that option on my phone.
So when you have this up on your phone,
correct,
you're saying in the top right-hand corner, you do not have a little box with an arrow pointing up.
Correct. So maybe when I see you this weekend, we can kind of go over that.
Is everybody else? Sid, can you help me out here? Just because I know you know how to use Canva enough. Does yours come up with the little box at the top with the arrow pointing up?
I'm going to say no. I've not seen, but I don't use my phone ever for Canva.
Oh, okay. That doesn't help.
And I keep seeing her put her phone up.
She's asking about the phone. That's why.
Yeah. Let me click it.
I don't know why people's apps would be different if we're all on iPhones.
I can see it, Jessica.
Okay, so if you open Canva and you have your graphic in there, on the top right-hand corner of your phone, you can see a little half box with an arrow pointing up. Yes.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I can see it right
I'm
there.
going to try to go in again.
I'm just wondering if you guys are not in the app and you are on the website because you're clicking on the link and you're not actually opening it in the app. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, I'm in the summer triple commission with Julie's face on it. That's what I have right now.
Can you put your phone any closer to the computer? So I like.
Oh yeah. Tell me if it's fuzzy. Sorry, guys.
Okay, you're not.
I love the picture.
It doesn't look like you've opened it all the way though. And in the very top right corner, what is up there?
It's like this little, looks like a download.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so click on that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yours is just a little bit different. So.
All right, so now look what I have now. My options are to download, share link, email, print your design, or more apps.
Download.
Okay. Okay, hit download. And now it's preparing, which is what I've been doing lately. I just don't want to, I'm always so nervous to mess up your design. Okay, there it is.
Okay, so it should be in your camera roll now.
So let's see my camera roll. It's in my that's what I have in my camera roll when I did it, downloaded it. Is that right?
You have to be a special case. So I'm going to work with you when we get to the mastermind because that does, I don't get it.
Okay, in my camera roll, if you can see all I download all these people when I click download. You
okay,
see that
so when you hit download, you have to hang on.
See why I'm that special case?
Yeah, hang on. I'm waiting for mine to catch up. Just give me 1 second. So see, have you updated your app lately?
My Canva app?
Yes.
I haven't done anything, to be honest.
Okay, can everybody start here?
Okay.
Go to your app store and update your Canva app, because if we are not all operating on the latest version, we will have so many different things happening.
Okay, so I'm going into Canva on my app store. I'm just walking through. Okay, canva.com.
No, not canva.com.
Okay,
Go to your app store.
I am in my app store.
Okay.
And I typed in Canva.
Okay, you just said canva.com, so I thought you were going to the website, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, so I just open it. I hit open.
It didn't have, what did it say in there? It didn't say update?
No, hang on, I could be wrong. It just says open, open,
Okay,
free
that's fine.
trial.
That's fine. Then that means yours was already updated. Okay, I want you
Okay.
to do me a favor because I have this feeling when you're going from the link, something else is happening and you're going to the website, not the actual app. And that's why the options aren't there, but I just want to test my theory. So
Okay.
open your app.
Okay, hang on. Can't. Canva. Okay, all right, I'm in my app.
Okay, go to, hang on one second. Mine
Okay.
was just updating, so hang on.
Sure.
Go to, there should be a home button on your bottom left-hand side, yes?
Yes, I'm
And
there.
next to that should say designs, yes?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, pull up the very first thing that's under your designs.
Okay, I've got my little thing that I did last week.
Okay, perfect. Top right-hand corner, what do you see?
A little arrow with the like half a square underneath.
And it's pointing up.
Yes.
Okay, I think this is the problem. When you're trying to print or when you're trying to save something, you're somehow going in and you're in the website, you're not in the app.
How does that happen when I'm clicking on the app on my home desk on my phone?
You're clicking on a link, you said, from the chat.
But that, yes.
Okay, so I think that it's not taking you into the app. So that's a separate issue. Let's look at that when we get to the mastermind.
Okay.
You need to be to download graphics the easiest way, you guys, you need to be in your app. You need to start from your app. So even if you go from a link and you're creating a graphic or changing a graphic, it should save in your Canva. Go back in through your app to actually download it. Okay. You might have to look for it under your designs, but if you're trying to do this from your phone, if you're trying to do this from your computer, it's a completely different animal. I've said that a gazillion times. It is easier to operate Canva from a computer, although I will say they have come light years. I do most of it from my phone now. I don't even really use Canva on my computer anymore unless I'm like doing something pretty intricate. Like I was making all of the pamphlets and training materials for the mastermind, which is a lot of like 8.5 by 11 worksheets that I was doing for my computer because there's a lot of work to go on that. But to just flip out someone's picture and change a name or create a quick like event graphic or something like that, I do a lot of it from my phone now because they have made it a lot easier. So again, though, this is another tool that is actually really simple to use and user friendly once you get in there and start fooling with it. But you have to do that part on your end. I cannot do that for you. It's just like doing reels. If you don't get in there and fool with it, you'll never learn how to do it. Okay. So I'm going to go, let me see. Recently, yours wants you to pay for it. Why, Jojo? What is it wanting you to pay for?
Girl, I told you, you don't have time for me.
Okay, we'll work on that at the mastermind.
You know what, Jojo, or just remember, sometimes it may have been one of the graphics you used to pro thing.
That's why I've been trying really hard to stay away from those. It's just, mine doesn't really tell me. So I just put graphics together and I don't realize that other people get charged for them. So you're right. I just need to look at hers and see if that's what she's talking about. Canva or Canva Pro, darling, you should be able to do 99% of things I put out there, just with Canva that you don't pay for. But like Julie just brought up, there's a couple graphics that I put pictures or backgrounds on that are actually part of the pro version. So when you guys go to download them, it wants to charge you, but you can screenshot. So if you know how to screenshot and just clip a picture, you should never have that problem anyways. It shouldn't matter. Customer's background is not showing, especially the welcome ones. The customer ones should not have that issue. So, okay. I want to actually teach people how to do stuff today too. You guys have to get in there and fool around with it a little bit more. Because I think we'll have some of those questions will work themselves out if you're in there playing with it more. Canva should not be making you pay for the customer ones because I know how I made those. So if you have something else going on there, I can't, because you guys, I don't have everybody's phones in my hand. That's almost impossible. I can teach you the basics of Canva. I can't solve all your problems. You have to get in there and kind of fool with it yourself, or maybe even try to touch base. I don't know if they have a customer service or a chat of why they're trying to charge you for something they shouldn't be. I can't fix that problem. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Good. Thank you, Roland. I needed some positive feedback. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to do this from my computer because I can't share my phone. But I wanted to, oh, Julie, this Rackatoon. Although I have racked up some funds in Rackatoon. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I know, oh, that just reminded me something else I need to print for the mastermind. Okay. I started. Give me 1 second. And I'm probably going to go over you guys this morning, but I am recording. So if you can stay on, great. If you can't, you can hop off. I just want to see really quick where I put this. Okay. This is one question that I get all the time is how to do these right here. Can you throw a like comment in the chat if this is something that you've been wondering about how to do, is throw the layer pictures on top of. And again, I do all of this from my phone. So you do not need to have, you don't need to be doing this on the computer. So one thing I will show you, and guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going through the basics of like what the menu means and all that. There's a training in our team page for that. So this is literally just some tips and tricks on here. This little button up here is you can duplicate the page. So if you have something started in like this one, I'm going to start just making a file that's all different pictures of me doing this. Again, this is something we're going to do at the mastermind. We're going to teach you guys how to make all these pictures of yourself so that you have these and you can load them to your Canva so that they are ready to go, right? So that you can feature pictures like this. It is so easy once you have it done, I promise you. But this little button right here just duplicates the page. So I'm going to take this off of here just so I can show you guys and start with a blank page just by hitting delete on both of those things. And I duplicated the page so I don't get rid of my old one. Okay. Because if I ever want to update this and use it again, I can, and I can just update the picture that's on here that I layered on here. So first and foremost, I'm going to back up in case you're creating a new one, and you're going to go to, where's my little, on your phone, it's a plus sign in the bottom right corner, and your computer, it says create design in the top right hand corner. And I'm going to make an Instagram story. And that's the template I'm using for it. Okay. Is the Instagram story, because that's the size that I want it, because that's where I'm going to put it. Now, if you want to do obviously a Facebook post, when you go back and you have that create a design, you're going to do Facebook posts. They also have them all listed right up here at the top if you're on your computer. So that's the only difference. You'll just see a little bit different layout. So let me go back to mine.
See it on my phone too, Jess, just so you know.
I'm sorry.
I see it on my phone too.
Oh, that menu. Okay. All right. So first of all, we want a picture of ourselves in the background, right? So I'm going to click and highlight this whole thing so that when I go choose a picture, it knows that I'm trying to layer a background. I'm going to go to my uploads because that's where I've uploaded all of my pictures to. I can do that at a later time, like how to upload pictures on your computer. It's right here, but I take most of my pictures from my phone. So this morning I knew we were going to be doing this. So I grabbed a bunch of pictures and uploaded them just so I'd have some additional things to work with. And I had taken some new pictures of me holding out my hand so I could show you guys how to do what I did. So let's take this one. Once I get that picture, ooh, I don't like that one. We'll do this one. I got a funny look on my face. Once you get that picture over here, okay, hang on. It's different on your phone, and I know people are doing it from their phones. So let me do both at the same time so I can give you directions on both. Also, if you're on your phone, I told you this plus button right here duplicates another page. It is a little bit different on your phone. So if you kind of click off of the picture on your phone, in the bottom right corner, a little circle with numbers come up. If you click on that, it will open up more pages, and that's where the duplicate page comes in. You can hit add a page or duplicate a page. Okay. So if you have your duplicate page, which is this one, I guess I'm going to do 2 at the same time. And I want to put an uploaded picture on there. To make this my background now, this is the one thing, Sid, I told you was an issue. And I finally figured it out. Okay, on your phone is where you have to make sure the whole background is highlighted before you add a picture. So if you highlight the whole background and then you hit the plus sign and then you bring up the picture you want as your background. Oh, sorry. Back up. Highlight the whole background, click the replace button, not the plus button, the replace button. When you click the replace button and you click the picture, it will make the background your picture because you've highlighted the whole background. You've told the phone you want it to replace the background with that photo. On your computer, once you get the photo on there, if you hit on mine, it's control because I have an Apple computer, but basically I want to select the picture and then I can set image as background. So mine on my Apple, my Mac is control and right click. It might just be right click for you with PCs. God, I haven't used a PC in so long, I don't remember. So I think a lot of you are trying to do this from your phones. So I will try to give more of the phone instructions. Okay, so now I've got the picture on there, right? And I want to go and so first of all, when you get the emails or you go into your cloud office and you want to snip something like your credits or whatever, you have to go to your phone and snip that picture. I'm not going to teach you how to do that. That's something that if you need help with that, you'll have to ask, someone else or throw it in the chat and ask somebody to walk you through how to snip a picture. But it's basically a screenshot and then just kind of cutting it. And that's not in Canva, that's just on your phone. So I've already done that. You can see mine are over here from last week, my Payoneer emails. So I have the snip that I already did and I uploaded it to Canva. So all I have to do is click on the picture and it pops right on top of my photo. I can put it on right on my hand. I can make it bigger if I want to, just by using the little tabs on there. And one thing people always want to know how to do is make it see-through. So on your phone, it's gonna be a little different maybe. Make sure that the little thing you want to make transparent is highlighted. And then on the bottom menu, if you scroll over, there is, sorry. I do this without even thinking sometimes. So, oops, just got out of it. There's a little box that looks like a checkered board and it says transparency. If you click on that, you can then adjust the transparency of that photo you're layering over the top. On your computer, it's up here under transparency, and you can then change the transparency of that. Any questions on that? Yes. Most definitely. You don't have to pay for Canva unless somebody tells me differently that's been using it for a while. You do not have to pay for Canva. There is a free version of it. There's a lot available in there. If you use any of, let me tell you this, I'll go back. This is a basic. If I'm trying to create a new design, you guys, just do Instagram story. And you go over here to elements or photos or backgrounds. And let's just say I want an element, I want a square, or I want a frame. In these settings right here, this goes for anything you're searching, background or anything. Let's say I want an ocean background. Oh, this one doesn't have it, so these must all be free. I'm assuming. Somebody can tell me differently. Let's go back to the frame. So you can go to the settings on here. This goes for any photos too. I want to use a photo of a working, oh, that would sound bad. I was gonna say working girl. Computer. Now, see when I hover on these, you'll see pro and you'll see free. If you try to use any of these pro ones, it won't tell you right away, or it might, I don't know, I have a pro account. But if you go to try to download your image, it's going to try to charge you because they want you to pay for the pro image. You can alleviate that problem when you do a search by just going up to this little search menu. It's like a filter, and you can do free only, apply filters. That way, when you're picking from photos, you're not even getting tantalized with the ones that are going to cost you money. There's plenty of free photos in here to use. That's why I know you don't have to pay for a Canva account, because they wouldn't even have that option. Okay. Joey, I just saw you don't know how to save it or share it. Go, when I post this recording, go back to the beginning of this recording where we're talking about all the downloading and saving, and try to walk through it with the directions that I gave and see if that helps. Okay, I know what I wanted. Another thing I wanted to show you guys. I know it's right after 9 o'clock. I will try to wrap this up a little bit. Maybe we'll do a Canva part 2. I am creating, where did it go? Oh, here, Y Lavelle. And I'll try to maybe give you guys this template. So if you want to do, I know a lot of people have asked me about, like, let me find them. Sorry, I'm trying to find this set. A lot of people have asked me about these, because I will make a whole story line and then I save them all, and then I can post them all to my stories, and they go one after another. Okay. So you got to come up with all this stuff, right? You don't want to be copying somebody else's words. But the background, like the setup of it, you guys, I'm not that creative. Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you so that you get to take a look on the inside. But these sell. These type of graphics, putting them in your stories sell. People love to read stories, and they love to know what you've accomplished, what you've done. And they want a peek inside your life or inside your business. So I am committing to myself to make more of these for my storyline. So that's the new one that I'm making, that I started to show you guys. This while. So I just started this, and I'm going to continue. I got to continue on. You got to come up with the words and stuff. That's the part that you're doing. This business could be different than my doing the business, and you would never want to duplicate somebody else's words on that. But I can show you how to start have the idea of what to do, what slides to do, and how to lay them out. So I'm not that creative. I get ideas like this from other people in the industry that do similar things. And then I just go to Canva and I recreate it in my own design. So how do I do that? I look for inspiration. So I'll go to like Instagram stories. You can also do Facebook story. They're about the same size, so it doesn't really matter. They transfer over just fine. I go to a blank one. And then I go over here to the templates. See all these templates that are over here? And I just start looking for one that is maybe like at least the start of something I want. Ooh, I like that background. Or, ooh, this has 2 photos on it. I like that. And I start, here's very simply the one that I use that you guys just saw. It's very similar to this. Okay, so alls I have to do now is change out the words. I might change this around a little bit, whatever. I might put my website here, my verbiage here, whatever I wanted to put here. And alls I had to do is click on her photo, go to my uploads. And when I click on my picture, when it pops over, oops, I grab my picture and move it up here. And you're like, oh my God, my eye is cut off. How do I fix that? Double click on this and you can move the photo around. Same on your phone. If you double tap on it, the whole image will come up and you can readjust where that image falls. Okay. And you can go in here and change the wording. You can go in here and change the wording. If you're like, ew, I don't want mine to be brown. I don't know if this is all one picture. They've got a couple layers on here. So see how I'm picking this up and dragging it. If you don't like the spots all over, you can just totally get rid of that layer, or you can move it out of the way if you're wanting to change the colors on here. Like say, I don't want this to be brown. I can click on this back layer and see the color is up here, the background color. I can go up here and change it. Let's say I want it to be purple. And then I've still got this layered image that is like brown dots. Well, brown dots doesn't look over this. So either I'm going to get rid of it or I'm highlighted on that. I can go and choose a different color so that it shows up on this purple background. And you're like, yeah, but what about that? So this is an actual image because it's like a cut piece of paper. So I can just get rid of it if it doesn't go with my theme. If I get rid of that, I should probably get rid of that up there too, because it doesn't go with my theme. But you guys, if you're like, oh, if I get rid of that, what else could I put on there? Go over to your elements and you can pick just about anything. Like I want to put a heart on here. Hearts really represent me. Just type in heart. Also go and click free if you don't have the paid version. So you're not getting a bunch of hearts that are, for the pro version, and go scroll through here and be like, oh, that's so cute. I like that heart. I'm going to put it right here. You can also change the color of that heart. There's a lot of things you can do in here, but you have to just get in and play with it. Like playing with it is the biggest thing. Now you're like, okay, well, that's screen one. I did Y Lavelle. Mind you, if you don't like that font, just highlight all of it, go up here to your fonts and you can change out the font to whatever you want. Okay. And you're like, okay, there's page one. Now what about page two? Just hit duplicate page. You change out your photo. And then you can put, I don't know, your next subject. I'm not being creative right now. Then another thing you can do too, if you don't like this template or you want something that has more than one, like, let me show you. Some of them have multiple versions of it so that they look different on each slide, but I don't really know if we have time to go through and try to find one of those right now. I need to go back to the chat, see if there's any questions in there. Jojo, I freaking, oh, that was not Joey, that was Jojo. I freaking made one and don't know how to save it or share it. One thing I will tell you guys in Canva, the one thing I love, because this is an online based program, is as soon as you start a graphic, it saves in your recent designs. You don't have to click save or anything. So if you created one and you're like, woo, God, I don't know how to do anything with it, I'm going to lose it. You won't lose it. Canva is an auto save, I guess is what you should say. Like if I go in and make one change, it's there. It's in my most recent designs. So you can always go to the home button and then go to recent designs. It's the same thing on your phone. You can go to the home button and then you can go to designs and it'll be there. The last thing that you just edited. Okay. All right, I think that I've probably covered enough for this morning and we're a little bit over time. So I hope that was helpful. We can do this again. I will try to create some more templates that you guys can use too, but honestly, it's just getting in there and getting creative with it. And stories sell, you guys. Stories sell, stories sell. And I don't just mean like social media wise, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, telling a story sells. So if you can use story plus story, right? Go on there, decide, like I usually go on and decide and lay out what I'm going to do first, like just in a notebook. Like I'm going to make, 5 slides about why I joined Lavelle, or I'm going to make 5 slides about our team, or I'm going to make 5 slides about why I take Boost, or I'm going to make 5 slides about, and if it ends up being more than 5 slides, great. If it ends up being 10 slides, fine. They can click through them. They can read them. They can hold their thumb down on them to read more. So tell a story, because stories sell. Why did you start? Make it easy. Why don't we make social media challenges? Why don't I make a challenge for you guys in Canva? Here's your challenge by next week. I want you to make a story. And those of you coming to the mastermind, you got it a little bit easier because you're going to get some help, but don't put it off. I want you to work on this before we get there. I want you to make a story on why Lavelle. Why doesn't everybody do why Lavelle? Make it at least 5 slides. Go in there and start with your template, and make something creative. But what I was going to say was lay out your 5 slides. Okay, why Lavelle? And then you can put like a basic, like your picture and a little bit of a description about why you joined Lavelle, but then make each of the next slides like because of the community, because of the product, because of the comp plan, because of the auto bonus, because of the vacations, whatever it is. Make 5 slides about why Lavelle, why you decided, not like the opportunity Zoom that's the facts and figures. I want you to tell your story on those slides and then put a picture on each one of those of you, or you and your team, or you in your car, or you on a lifestyle getaway, whatever it is. And let's try to do 5 slides on why Lavelle. If it ends up being more than 5 slides, hats off, good job. You feel free to tag me in your stories when you do it so I can see it and I can support you. Share it into, let people know that you've put it into your story so people can go check it out and get ideas from you. But let's try to work on that over the next week, is making 5 slides about why Lavelle in your Canva, and we'll maybe share some of those next Monday if we get, not next Monday because Haas will be, but after we get back from the mastermind. Okay. For those of you who are wondering about Monday nights, I am going to be doing an accountability Zoom tonight. It is accountability only. If you want some accountability and you want to share some of what you've been accomplishing and have some goals set for you for the following week in your business, please join me at 7 p.m. tonight. If that is not for you, that is totally okay. It is optional. I want to work with those who want to come and want to be accountable to each other on this journey. We are going to talk a little bit about personal development tonight, as we've been on that path for a little bit. I have a couple people helping out with that tonight and sharing their stories about what they're reading. So I would love for you to join me if you have the time and you want some accountability. We'll try to keep those going every Monday night if it seems to be something that's working for the team and that people are wanting to join. So if you want to be on that, it's at 7 o'clock tonight. I may or may not give away some prizes. So I'll see you there. Have a great week, guys.